Baseball now from the shores of McCovey Cove and Oracle Park here in San Francisco. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the LA Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. Giants baseball is next on the show. Kirk Reeder, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Pitch on the way. Marcus Grissom is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that's the first out. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Number 15, Sean.
Next for the Dodgers, Sean Green. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. It's the Dodgers nothing with the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Terry Mulholland will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matty V. This guy here is a basic 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curveball, change, primarily fastball changeup guy. He'll use the curveball to effect, but one of the things he needs to do, locate his fastball to give himself a chance to use that good changeup and his curveball.
0-1 the count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box now, Rich Aurelia. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Cora backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
At the plate now, Barry Bonds, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. We are still scoreless. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Gary Sheffield. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike three called on the fastball, one gone.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box, Eric Karros, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball one.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Here comes the 1-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Next up for Los Angeles, number 14, trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff Kent. Now here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grissom has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
So now to the plate, Pedro Feliz. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Green is there, 2 down.
Snow.
So in now for San Francisco, JT Snow. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Green is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. So now into the box is Alex Cora. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting in, the catcher, number 21.
Next to stand in is number 21. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Terry Mulholland. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Leading up for the Giants, the right fielder, number 23.
First pitch on the way. Right side. And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Stepping in now, Benito Santiago, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. soft liner to the left side. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. So now the pitcher, Kirk Reeder. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. He's set and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Standing in now, number 7. And he puts it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for San Francisco. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now a pitch on the way. It's down for extra bases, and the Dodgers had their first hit of the game. He'll get it into second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. At the plate, Adrian Beltre, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
So we got him swinging. Adrian Beltre goes down for out number 2 in the top half. To the plate now, Sean Green. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit back up. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside, the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Fouled off. From the stretch, the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
Aurelia.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be the first-year shortstop, Rich Aurelia.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
From the stretch. And he puts it on the ground to second. On one pitch, he's retired. Now at the plate, Barry Bonds. He bounced out last time up. And now the first pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Around first, digging for two. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one, heading to third for the three-bagger.
Into the box now, Jeff Kent, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Green has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Next to bat for the Giants, Pedro Feliz flew out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Green waits on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the AB on its way. Eric Karros is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The batter, number 14.
Into the box, number 14, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
This is on the ground over to first. A tag for 1. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Alex Cora.
Next, here is Alex Cora, grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Halfway home, still no score. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, JT Snow. Here's the pitch. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
In now, number 23. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
At the plate now, Benito Santiago. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Sheffield is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
Standing in now, Kirk Reeder. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 7. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the AB now. A line shot to third base.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Rich Aurelia.
So the next giant to the plate is Rich Aurelia as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Soft liner towards first. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave them loaded. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. So here is number 21. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, number 21.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So now to the plate, Terry Mulholland, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Struck out in his first at bat. The 1-0 home.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bonds is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 9, Marcus Grissom.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Marcus Grissom. First pitch of the AB now.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And this is still a 0-0 ballgame. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Barry Bonds. And now the first pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Jeff Kent, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
At the plate, Pedro Feliz will roll over it and send it to shortstop. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Into the box, JT Snow, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. We're through 6 full, and we still have no score. So now here is Adrian Beltre. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The windup and the 0-1.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The right fielder, number 15, Sean Green.
Next to hit is Sean Green, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only one away.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
To the plate now, Gary Sheffield, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ware, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Ro. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Digging in next, number 14, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Snow might try to make a play on it. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Alex Cora is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. Ready now is number 23. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The right fielder, number 23.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Grissom is right there, 1 down.
The catcher, number 33, Benito Santiago.
Next, it'll be Benito Santiago. He flew out in his last AB. Now here's the first offering. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
A 1 pitch on its way. This is popped up. Number 14 trying to get there. And quickly there are 2 away. Calvin Murray will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, number 7. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the belt, the pitch, ground ball right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for San Francisco. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jason Christensen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So stepping in is number 21. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 21.
He's set. Here it comes. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fouled off. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Terry Mulholland stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Marcus Grissom, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Both teams with 6 hits so far. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're up 2-0. Now into the box, Rich Aurelia. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way. He swings and grounds it to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. In now, Barry Bonds, and he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff Kent.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jeff Kent. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants are down on 4 pitches. They trail it here 2-0. Felix Rodriguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Beltre.
So striding in to start the 9th is Adrian Beltre, trying to pad their lead here before the bottom of the inning. First delivery to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Rodriguez is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the 9th.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the corner and slicing foul. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And now a pitch on the way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
At the plate now, Gary Sheffield. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Striding in is Pedro Feliz. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Now the first pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 6, JT Snow.
Next up is JT Snow. He's set and the pitch. Here it comes on 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Grissom is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The batter, number 23.
Stepping in next, number 23. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Left side. He's got it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over. A 2-0 finish today. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Terry Mulholland is the winning pitcher of record. Kirk Reeder racked up 12 strikeouts but still ends up taking the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.